Alrighty, Dalton,
Yo.
tell everyone where we're at right now.
We're at my shop, also known as Mom's Garage and Fleming Fabrication.
But what is this channel called?
Hey guys, welcome to Max Attack Motorsports. We're here with the Fleming twins.
The Fleming twins.
Look at that, some shitbox Volvos.
Here we go. So again, guys, my buddy Dalton right here, his brother Dylan. Yeah. Again, most of these cars you might recognize, some of them you might not, which is why we're here. This is my first official tour of a local shop, which I've been trying to do for a while. If you guys been following the channel, Dalton here was very kind of him to help us out with our figure 8 car with the Honda Civic, as far as welding up the rear spindle and stuff like that. And again, as we go through the shop here, you'll see some inspiration for some of our builds. But yeah, just a quick little view. Again, a couple of the cars, these guys specialize in their own fabrication, especially when it comes to building some of the coolest drift builds in the Ontario area, as well as the local GTA and stuff like that. So, but here's our first one here. And again, this is Dylan's. What year is this one again?
1981.
1981.
Volvo 244.
Volvo 244. And again, so this is like right off the press. From outside, as you guys can see, it's been quite a cold couple weeks here just outside Toronto. But again, Dylan, very kind of him to come to our meet and greet too as well. But as we were cruising with him, we heard some good power coming from this Volvo, so he's going to kind of explain to what he's kind of have done to it. So continue on, my friend.
So it's a B230 FT, which is just the standard Volvo turbo motor. Nothing real crazy has been done. I have the 19T turbo, which is off the V70R, the late 90s one.
Nice.
I got some Green Giants.
Perfect. So for those that don't know, again, what's the Green Giants? Just
Green Giants
explain it.
are the typical big green injector that you run on these.
Okay.
I got the Nuke fuel rail.
Nice.
So Swedish performance in Swedish performance.
Nice.
This is a radiator I got out of the scrapyard.
Perfect.
From an RX-7.
Yes, there we go. So rotary,
$50.
Rotary power lives on.
It's a fucking 2-core, and the fans barely ever fucking turn on.
Nice.
And then I got my 3-inch MAF, which is out of the 960s.
Okay, cool.
And then I ordered some Magic from a guy on the eBay.
Nice.
He sent me these little computer things.
Yep.
I plugged them into my computer thing, and now it makes like 25 pounds of boost.
Oh my gosh, man!
And she eats.
She definitely goes.
And
yeah, because we were cruising together down to the meet and greet, and like you were like, I mean, the FC is not the most powerful thing, but you were really pulling on it.
That was on low boost. That was only 15.
Gosh.
This makes 10 more pounds now.
Oh, that's crazy. Now the 3-inch MAF too, so like that's a pretty big upgrade when it comes to these motors, or?
The stock is like 2 5/8.
Okay.
So it's like it's 3/8 bigger. Or
yeah.
Like that, or
okay.
It might even be less, but it tricks the computer.
Yeah.
So you get more air in.
Okay.
But it tricks the computer to thinking that you have normal amount of air.
Nice.
And then that's what those Magic chips do from from Lithuania or wherever I got them from.
As far as the motor goes to like your stock internals, you got anything done with the cam and stuff?
All stock internals except for the cam. I'm running the K-cam out of the 1981 K-Jet that originally came in this.
Okay.
And this is all LH 2.4, which is the Volvo 1993 stock wiring.
Oh wow.
So basically it's a 1993 motor.
Yeah.
Turbo motor.
Yeah.
In an 81 body.
Sick, man.
And I tried to keep it all Volvo-esque.
Yeah.
The turbo's a Volvo.
For sure.
The engine's a Volvo.
Yeah.
And then all the upgrade stuff is like normal upgrade stuff, like Aeromotive 1-to-1 fuel pressure thing, and then the Nuke fuel rail. That's really it.
What trans do you run on it then?
Oh, BMW.
Okay.
E30.
Nice.
Get rag. 265.
Okay, cool.
With the fake garagealistic shift.
Yeah.
Because I'm poor.
Okay. Yeah, we all are up here for sure, but.
And then I'm so poor. You want to know how poor I am?
Yeah.
I made my own flat hood.
There you go. Exactly, right?
And then this is for cooling off the turbo.
Yeah,
'cause
of course.
I was messing up the paint right
Yeah.
here. See it all?
Yeah, for sure. But
gotta-
but still, again, for everyone watching and with these guys too, like some of the coolest builds. Again, not the most flashiest stuff, but it really gives you that Scandinavian kind of autocross look, which is a cool thing, honestly, if you follow it. We got the speed holes here at the bottom. Again, we put them on the GTI.
Oh, that right there?
Yeah.
That's an intercooler
There.
from an Audi or something.
Okay, cool.
It's a Godspeed.
A Godspeed intercooler.
Intercooler.
Wow, top quality at its best.
No, that's a GTI front mount.
Oh, is it really?
Out of a Mark IV. That's like the Mark IV kit. Or,
Okay, yeah.
I think it's also like an Audi.
Yeah.
Front mount.
Okay,
kit.
cool.
That's the Godspeed one.
So-
And then we made custom piping for it.
That's amazing. So there you go, guys. So again, decent Volvo power. You got RX-7 stuff in there, as well as some Volkswagen stuff. But as we move around the car, so I saw the BC coilovers, right?
Yeah,
so
full
BC
BCs
coilovers.
all the way around.
The wheel setup. So these are called Dracos, right? Dracos, is that what they're called? Dalton.
These are
thought they're-
original. These are the
Yeah.
turbo rims from the 80s.
Okay.
And then the later ones don't have this.
Okay, cool.
But I like these ones.
Oh,
These ones
sick, man.
are like era correct to the 80s.
Yeah, it looks sweet, man.
And the other ones don't like.
Yeah.
Don't do it for me. And then these on the back.
Yep.
These are 14-inch Geminis.
Okay, cool.
Because I'm a Gemini.
Yeah.
And these, I love the 14s. The 14s rip.
Yeah, they're
Everyone's
sick.
talked shit about getting 14s
Yeah.
and 14-inch tires, but I like Civics.
Yeah.
And these are 14.
That
and
looks
the tires are
sick.
cheap.
Yeah.
You can get the snows, four
Yeah.
snows for like $350.
Nice.
And that's Canadian dollars. So that's like
That's
200 American
yeah, there you go,
dollars.
bro.
So you get those,
Yeah.
you throw them on the back,
Yeah.
you just eat those.
Oh, it's sick, man. Yeah, let's take a look at the inside. There we go.
I got my.
That's where all the magic happens, eh?
What do I got
Yeah.
in here? So
So we have the Energy Prism. It's a Prism seat, right?
yeah, it's a Prism.
Okay, cool.
It has the cool little Prism logo.
Yeah.
I don't really know the difference in the Prism other
Sure.
than it has cell phone pockets.
Okay, cool.
So you can text and drive. You should
Yeah.
always text and drive.
Yeah, always
And then I got
always
this
text
old OMP wheel.
Nice. Oh,
That's,
dude, that's worn right down, but that's so.
It's red,
that's
dude.
got-
I can't get rid of it. I just
Bro,
like
it's got
it too
character,
much.
though.
I just like it. And then I got my what is that brand?
That's Part Shop Max, baby.
Part Shop
Oh, there we
Max.
go. PBM represent, baby.
Yeah. So these are really good. I just put that
Nice.
in. I had the.
You put it in?
Well, we put it in.
I put it in.
This is the brotherly love right here.
I had the chase base.
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
Okay, cool.
It's good. It's still a good piece.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't want to shit on chase base.
Yeah.
But this one is next. Like this is the
Oh,
one. If
100%.
you want this,
Yeah.
That's the
this
thrust
is
bearing one.
this
Okay.
is the one.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, sick.
Like same price.
Okay.
But like it's gold
Yeah.
and gold and red.
Oh, it looks
like-
awesome, man.
Yeah. And then anyway, other
Yeah.
than that, I just got stock Bosch.
Yep.
Bosch. I don't know where my keys are.
That's okay.
Bosch.
Oh, yeah.
Bosch,
Yeah,
Bosch,
so all the
Bosch.
gauges everyone
And then
looking at.
Innovate,
Oh, perfect.
which is my favorite
Yeah,
one to use.
it is absolutely freezing in here. Like
Yeah.
like inside the car, it's colder than it is inside the shop right now. But dude, that's sweet. Or that's sweet. I was gonna say. Sorry, I'm just kind of stumbling here. But as far as the swap went, so how did you find the swap? Did you have to make any custom mounts and stuff like that, or is it pretty much just bolt in and go?
Here in Canada.
Yes.
These cars aren't worth anything.
Yes, they definitely aren't. That's for
Just
sure.
walk in, you
Yeah.
go down
Yep.
to your local
Scrapyard.
Facebook marketplace.
Oh, Facebook. Okay.
and you find the oldest man that you can that
Yep.
owns one of these. And
Yep.
you say, hey man, you want to get rid of that? And he goes, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I say, how much? And he goes, will you just take it? And I go, uh-huh.
Yeah.
So I take it, and I take it home,
Yeah.
and I call the CAA because
Yeah.
I'm cheap, and I tell them my car broke down. I
Sure.
put different plates on it. You know,
Yeah.
the normal
Yeah.
thing to do.
Of course.
And then you bring it home, and you pull the motor out,
Yeah.
and you put
Yeah.
the transmission you want on it with the adapter kit.
Yeah.
Then you slip it back in, and then you bundle up the rest.
And away you go, right?
And
So.
the wiring wasn't too
Yeah.
it wasn't crazy. You just pull out all the old
It's
wiring.
Okay.
plug and play.
It's all
Yeah.
factory plug and play.
So do you have to run a different ECU, or is it just?
I ordered
Yeah.
a gold box
Okay.
from a 940. It has the
Yeah.
daughter board in it, so you can chip it. That's the only thing I different. It was on eBay for like
Oh,
I don't
nice.
know, 200 and something.
Yeah.
so-
Yeah.
But yeah, but this
Yeah.
the main issue.
Yep.
I had a cold start issue with it.
Yeah.
And when cold start, it was cranking. Blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
I'd crank it, and eventually, it would get a little warm, or
Sure.
I put a space heater on it.
Yeah.
And then it would fire up. I could drive it all around, do
No-
everything,
no
shut
problems.
it off, goes cold again, won't start. But
Okay.
fix that. So now
Nice.
it's ripping.
Oh, good for you, man.
And I gotta do a fuel pump. And,
Yeah. But like people here can see, so again, a lot of
this is vacuum hose, baby.
yeah,
Look at this.
yeah, just so much stuff, right? But definitely, again, one of the coolest builds around. A build that I really appreciate seeing every time I come here. But yeah, it's definitely a lot of fun. So
And it's hydraulic clutch pedal.
Oh yeah.
oh, okay, yeah.
I did hydraulic clutch pedal with a tilt and shifter.
So stock, it's cable clutch.
stock is cable.
Okay,
clutch
so you
on
convert
this.
it over.
So
Okay.
to use the BMW one, you
Yeah.
have to do some stuff.
Okay.
Theirs is
Yeah.
hydraulic, so I had to go hydraulic.
Oh, nice,
which
man.
is STS machining.
Yep.
Pedal, which
Okay.
is like $200.
Yep.
The Tilton or Trilton, I don't know how to say it.
It'd be Tilton. Yeah, it's Tilton. Yep.
Their reservoir, they make a nice shallow reservoir.
Okay.
All the information's on that davesauto.com
Sure.
or
Okay.
whatever it is, the Volvo one. You
Dave,
Yep.
240 Dave.
240 Dave. Shout
all
out
his
Dave.
stuff.
Yep.
And then this is
Yep.
a Yoshi Fab catch can,
Okay. Cool.
which most people try to like mount it over here, but
Yeah.
I didn't want to run all these.
No,
crazy
I actually
hoses.
kind of like it, man.
So I just got Dalton to weld up a
Little
little
bracket?
bracket. This comes with it.
Yep.
This part doesn't. So we just made this little part,
Okay.
welded it to it. My 415 is wearing off.
And then you're running dash 10 lines on there. It looks like,
And
right?
then dash 10. And this
Nice.
is Yoshi Fab 2. This is a whole kit that comes.
Okay.
And he sends you the
And the
like
block off plate. There's
all
a,
the little
there's
things.
Yeah.
a drain plate in the block. that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
replace
nice.
your stock.
Yeah, it's
what's it
sweet.
called?
It's like a factory
PVC.
vacuum
Yeah, yeah.
PVC box.
Pretty basic with
It's
most
like a
cars,
little
right?
You
plastic
go on
black box that's
yoshifab.com,
garbage.
you
Yeah.
buy one of these.
Yep.
You can send as much boost into this
Oh,
thing as
nice,
you want.
man.
You could just like, I could crank this thing up to 45 pounds. I could just take this off and
Yeah.
put a clamp on it.
And away you go.
And until that block windows, I'm not even worried. That's
Nice,
why I
man.
got like 3 more in the back.
Yeah.
And they're cheap, man.
Oh, for
So
sure.
cheap. These are like, this is like a D series Honda engine,
Yeah.
realistically.
Oh, sick, man. Yeah, dude, this is like awesome. And again, like as we continue to move on here, as we go through all the cars, yeah, like one of my favorites around for sure. Moving on to, so we have this GC8 build right here. This is our buddy Rowan's car as well too. So this is actually getting EJ205 swap on it, as well as S204 wing, S201 body, kind of similar build, as well as the 22B wide body on it. So again, all you Subaru guys will be more familiar with this type of stuff. Definitely pretty cool to see it in this stage, and I know that the owner's put in tons of work when he can, for sure. As you can see, there's stuff all over the place, but
Dude, he collects parts. This guy goes the hardest on collecting parts.
Yeah.
So that's a full
Yeah.
Volvo 760 IRS rear subframe
yeah,
with the bigger gas tank.
okay.
And he
Yeah.
has ITBs off of BMW to put in his.
Oh my God. So there you guys go.
He's literally
Yeah.
just stacking parts
Yeah.
because once he gets a chance to show up here, he just puts his headphones in and bangs stuff out. But
Like true grassroots motorsports. And again, here, like Fleming Fabrication, like just unbelievable, man.
grass eater.
Unbelievable. So, but as we move on here, again, we have a couple. This is what's his name's car again? Sorry,
Andrew Grant, best driver in Southern Ontario, guaranteed.
There you go, Andrew. Shout out, buddy.
NA?
Yes.
2J.
Yep.
Full interior car.
Correct.
I watched him with 5 girls in this thing, just whipping around.
Yeah.
Dude's an animal.
But you
Straight animal.
you guys mentioned that he's doing a swap, or is he?
He's gonna add a turbo.
Oh, turbo, okay.
eventually, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Andrew
Yeah.
was like, I'm gonna turbo it.
Oh,
and
yeah.
then he didn't, so then he could just drive it
Yep.
next season. But
Yeah, Andrew's a really good guy.
he rips.
We kind of helped him out a little bit this year with his Nissan Sentra that he did in figure 8 racing. And
He's gonna go hard with that next year.
yeah, really good dude. Again, we have the E36. It's just kind of sitting here.
Well, it's another guy, Yarrow.
Okay.
It's a 2.8.
Okay. Yeah.
2.8,
Yep.
5-speed, slammed on. I want to say BCs, but I don't
Sure.
know for sure.
Yeah, it's pretty
He
popular.
has-
No, these are Nevo Max.
Are they?
Yeah, these are like the Kitchener based
Okay.
max speeding rods.
Oh wow. Okay.
so
there you
yeah,
go.
And then he's got like some FDF arms and shit.
Yeah.
He's throwing the rear.
Oh nice.
Car swings pretty good.
Yep.
Needs like alignment work and stuff.
Yeah, that's
The most-
okay.
I'll show you the
Yep.
the best part of his whole thing
Yeah.
is right here.
Oh yeah,
Right?
yeah.
This is the best thing about
Like,
his whole area is this guy right here. This guy is here
Yeah.
every day eating his banana,
yeah,
watching over,
yeah,
making sure that Yarrow
That-
might get some work done. This guy right here, though.
yeah. This is what I love so.
He is the best guy. Look,
Yeah.
Power Puff, baby.
Yeah, this is what I love about these shops is like you see so many cool little kind of signage. Like we got Darth Vader sitting over there. I know there's a couple of heads that are all
Those are my girlfriends.
that are all around, but
Deborah.
yeah, again,
Deborah and Tebra. Tebra's up there.
Deborah, yeah, like all over the place. But before we get into some of the bigger builds at the back here too, again, so I know these two cars. The wagon at the front there are buddy Tyler, and again, you guys followed the GTI build. Tyler was really really nice to send some parts over before we did our tune with Dominate there. Moving over to this side as well too, we have, this is a Cabriolet, right? I think this is a Mark II.
It's a 1990 Cabriolet.
Okay, so 1990. I know it's a little bit messy, guys, but that's what shops are all about. But so Dalton, again, with Flaming Fabrication. So what's the setup that's going in this thing? Because I think it's going to kind of get people going.
This is a K24.
Nice.
With PNN 6-speed LSD.
Okay, sweet.
So it's
Yeah.
CRV
Yep.
with a Civic Si limited
Oh
slip
my
trans,
gosh,
right?
man. Yeah.
Going into a car 200 pounds lighter
Yeah.
than a Mazda Miata.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be front wheel drive. We gotta build custom axles. I literally have to just finish this rear end.
Yeah.
Like I gotta TIG weld this to
Okay.
the wall, regusset it so that it doesn't rip through it because this thing's gonna make some jam.
Yeah.
And yeah, eventually, like the original plan, he was talking turbo kit. I'm
Okay.
like, bro, you're gonna die.
Yeah, you're gonna be.
So we're gonna start out modest.
Nice.
Try to get it to like 200,
Sure.
250 horsepower. You know, like easy numbers
Yeah.
on a K series.
Yep.
Without doing anything, without opening
Nice.
it up, and then just put it together, get it running.
Yep.
Probably throw on a Honda like piggyback.
Okay.
And then yeah, bang this together.
So you, as a fabricator, like, give me as far as like challenges go, because obviously you've done, I mean, a lot with the cars that we're going to see in the near future here. But how has this one kind of ranked as far as you trying to work out either problem solving or like as far as like trying to fabricate everything?
So you have to do your homework.
Okay.
That's the biggest thing. You have
Yeah.
to do your homework, and you almost have to rip other people's ideas off. Like as bad as that sounds, like nothing's original.
No,
as
no,
long
of
as-
course. Yep.
Like as long as you can hide where you stole it from,
Sure.
like you're original.
Yeah.
So yeah, basically I had to do my homework. I don't know shit about Honda.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about them.
Yeah.
But I had to just,
Yeah.
pull. Like I got a CRV, pulled the motor out
Yeah.
with a guy who knew Honda, so I pulled the motor correctly and kept as much harness as I can and kept all the ECUs and all the bits that he knew we needed to run it.
Yep.
Which is like my friend James I grew up with.
Okay.
And then we needed an LSD,
Yeah.
like trans, because like why would you one wheel peel a swap car, right?
Yeah.
So-
if you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right, 100%, right?
So I went hunting for the best LSD. This 6-speed has a great gear ratio.
Sure.
It came in cool cars.
Yeah.
Why not just slap it on this? And
Yeah.
it all worked, but I didn't know if it was even going to mate up, right?
Yeah.
So you got to do your homework. The biggest thing is like trying to cut down the shopping list as much as possible. 'Cause,
Okay.
like, I probably could have done this swap and had it done by now and spent 20 grand.
Yeah.
And just bought all K-Tune stuff.
Yeah. 100%.
But there's always a stock reference to it
For
that
sure.
will come in a car that you can pull from the scrapyard.
Yeah.
And doing like budget-friendly builds is the best way to get your car out the door.
Yeah.
running. And
Have you found that with this build? So again, I don't know how many like cabriolets have had this swap in it. Like, is this something?
I've seen one.
Okay,
online.
so it's obviously it's a pretty rare.
And it was right-hand drive.
Oh wow! Okay,
And it's
yeah.
a GTI. It's a GTI. It's
Yeah.
a Mark 1 GTI.
Yeah,
Mark
sure.
1 Cabriolet is the same body as
Yep.
Mark 1
Yeah.
GTI.
100%.
But like sick. And a
Oh,
sick time
big time.
attack car. So this guy had all this shit that was right. And it was like nice.
Yeah.
And like such a cool build. It's on Speed Hunters.
Okay.
But
Yep.
yeah, so like I'm trying to find out where do I get axles?
Yeah, that would be your biggest thing,
I'm
right?
building axles because
Yeah.
nobody makes an axle. I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody does, but like
Yeah,
I don't
you.
think there's a big market for cabriolet to Civic axle swap.
Literally.
You know? Like, and then we were looking at like
Mm-hmm.
the hubs. Like, should we put Civic hubs? But then I'd need a Civic subframe, and I'd be cutting the whole bottom of the car off.
Yeah, and then you end
that's
up.
not feasible. Like for me to build it is,
Sure.
but for the guy who pays me to build it isn't. So
Yeah.
it's
No, it's
a mess.
yeah, it'd definitely be one of the coolest builds around when it's done, and I hopefully can film it at the time. But yeah, moving on to another car here. So again, we're in the middle. So this is getting a fuel cell, you said, right? Or just a plate?
No, I'm just.
Yeah.
It was garbage. Dude.
Yeah.
I'm just happening.
Yeah, Volvos in Canada.
Yeah, look at
definitely.
This. Look at this is what I'm dealing with.
Oh
my whole
my gosh.
wheel well's gone, so I
Yeah.
gotta cut that all out.
Okay,
still,
cool.
And
But-
like, replumb it.
But for anyone that can't see, so this is a 760 GLE. So obviously,
It was a V6 car originally.
yeah,
An old man bought it for nothing.
Yep.
He had a Chevy farm truck
yeah.
with a 700 R4.
Okay, cool.
Swapped it in.
Yep. So we'll take a look at the
Popped
front
up
here.
on the good old Facebook Marketplace.
Yes.
$1,500, and I said, "Hey, that's a good shell."
Yeah,
And then it ran.
yeah.
And I was like, "Hey, that's a good car." So then
Yeah.
I bought it, and then I put a 5-speed on the back.
There you go.
And then I sold the car actually for like $3,000 after it
Sure.
was swapped and everything worked. And I said like, okay, whatever. Like I had my fun with it. It's gone.
Yeah.
And then the guy asked me to buy it back.
Yeah, there you go.
So I was just like, sick. Yeah, let's run it.
So it's back in the shop here
So I
now.
brought it back, and now I'm just fixing her up so
Yeah.
I can winter drive it. Like this is just gonna be my beater.
Yeah, like honestly, guys, like too, like such a cool build. Like I love the IROCs on the front too. Again, like it's a winterized drift car, if you will. Like you can just have fun with it. Like you said, you can beat on it.
It's not a drift car.
Sorry,
it's not a race car.
Sorry, it's not a race car.
It's garbage.
Yeah.
This thing is garbage.
Yeah.
But it also did probably about 40,000 kilometers of track time. 'Cause
Yeah.
The previous owner ran every open lapping day,
Mm-hmm.
every Ontario Rallycross day. Like drove the lakes up here for
Yeah.
2 hours a night every day.
Oh
after
my
work.
gosh.
And like he sends me videos of this thing jumping. I'll message him and be like, "Dude, how'd you punch that hole through the floor?" He'll be like, "LOL, this is how it happened." And then
Oh
the car's,
my
like,
God.
airborne, all four
Yeah.
tires in the air, and then not like 6 inches. Like
Yeah.
I'm talking like 4 feet. Like I had to replace the rear subframe in it
Yeah.
because the diff came up and smashed it.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
on the rear bird cage. That's the
Yeah.
bird cage there.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it bent this.
Yeah.
Like it's bent here.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah,
the
you guys
diff.
can see it. Yeah.
And it's dented in the floor.
Yeah.
Like
Just again, just like.
just beat it.
Yeah, but the fact again that you're putting it like kind of back on the road and you're doing a thing, and it's such a cool like kind of build, and again like I don't know, pretty rad type of thing. I like it.
This is smashed in. Like,
Yeah.
It's all bent here.
Yep.
Like I'm not fixing any of this.
No, we know that. Like again, if you guys follow Dalton
Smashed.
on Instagram too, like so I've been following his story. He's been doing some exhaust work and stuff like that. Like a pretty cool build. But again, so moving on. Again, if you guys do follow the account on Instagram and stuff like that, this car right here, it's under the knife for a lot of different things, which we'll get to Dalton about. But this is pretty much my inspiration for the entire Volvo build. And again, as he kind of prepares it, the reason for the tarp was pretty much because we got the engine bay painted on the Cabriolet. But again, so this is a 740, right?
Yeah, 745.
745. So
Original turbo. So Dylan's motor.
exactly.
originally
Okay.
Was in this.
But
and I did that motor pretty good. Like I put
Yeah.
a bigger turbo on it. I had like a cam plan for it.
Yeah.
I just had like stock, like regular upgrades.
Sure.
Like buy a 16T off like a front wheel drive,
Yeah.
like S60, slap it on, do a top mount manifold. Like I had all these little goodies on it.
Mm-hmm.
And it maybe made like 250 on boost. Like
Sure.
I wasn't screaming, but like it was fun. But I was running out of gears.
Yeah.
So then rather than doing a trans swap, I went and bought a 5.3 originally.
Yeah.
Put the 5.3 in, was going to run an NA, and had everything mated, CD09, drive shaft,
Mm-hmm.
like ready to hook up. Literally needed a wiring harness. Couldn't get a wiring harness in Canada during COVID.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what am I going to do? Like, I'm bored. I'm here every night. Like,
Yeah.
I can't do anything. Like, everything's closed.
Yeah.
So what should I do? I went on Facebook and I
Yeah.
bought a Whirly Boy.
Yeah.
Like a Bing Bong Whirly Boy.
Definitely
And
a big
then,
turbo for sure.
Like, I have a picture. I'll send you the picture of me holding it beside my head.
Yeah.
Like, the night I got it. It's so funny.
For sure.
Because it's a 78, 76. Like,
Okay.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
it's,
yeah.
It's actually the smallest turbo you can run
Yeah.
on a 6-liter.
Yeah.
But
this
so
is
that-
this is a 6-liter.
Yeah, so
Okay.
after I bought the Whirly Boy,
Yep.
I was like planning shit out, and I had some
Yeah.
money sitting around. And Jordan Cullum, messaged me and said, "Hey, I want to send my motor to a machine shop. I gotta sell my other motor to get some money." He's like, I'm looking to sell it like ASAP. Like I want to send it to my motor as soon as I can. I need some money.
Yeah.
I said, "What do you want for your 6-liter?" He's like, $800.
Oh,
like, all right, I'll see
great
you.
deal.
Great deal. I'll see you in an hour.
Yeah.
So we actually hopped in his 240 wagon.
Okay.
Like the same as the one that you'll see in the back.
Yep, for sure.
We hopped in the 240 wagon and drove down and picked this motor up and swung it into the back of a 240 wagon.
Oh my gosh.
And then
Jordan thought we were crazy.
Yeah, Jordan thought we were.
For anyone watching the channel that doesn't know Jordan, so he runs an LS3. I think he's on a dry sump too. He's in a FC RX7.
His
yeah,
yes.
really nice guy. Like like the drifting community. That's if they are watching this channel that's local in this area, like they'll know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Really awesome dude. We're actually gonna try to maybe work with him a little bit next summer as well. But yeah, like really good dude.
Jordan's
so
car is awesome.
Yeah,
he's
so loud.
He's the man.
Oh yeah,
and it's definitely
you gotta wear earplugs when you stand beside the track.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But so again,
so this is his old motor.
Okay,
out of
cool.
his old RX-7.
Yeah.
So I bought it off that.
Yep.
Bought an LS1 intake plenum. Bought some. Actually, these are Pontiac GTO headers.
Okay, cool.
And I flipped them forward.
Yep.
Cut the regular holder off. Put 2.5-inch V bands.
Yep.
Front crossover. Made like this weird X that everything lines up for flow. So one pipe directly feeds the turbo and the other pipe directly feeds the wastegate.
Yep.
And then bought the biggest wastegate precision cells.
Okay.
Then ran it all back through 309 stainless back purge, TIG welded exhaust, and
it's
cat.
Yeah,
it had full cat, full resonator, full muffler. The exhaust is actually that one.
Yeah, there's one over here if you guys can kind of see it. We'll kind of look at it too, but like I've seen videos of it, I've heard it, like it's so quiet for what it is. And again, like our biggest inspiration to our Volvo build. So again, you're running the Collins adapter.
Yeah, Collins adapter kit C09. Same thing I sent you to buy.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy right here is responsible for my wagon build. But again, so if you guys do follow the account, the Instagram account, you guys will know that this obviously made the top 10. There's a lot more videos and stuff like that, including the wheels, which kind of covered up and stuff like that. But the reason for it being kind of under the knife here is so Dalton. Oh, there they are, right there. Perfect. So I know Dalton has a lot of plans for it. Why don't you kind of go into detail regarding that type of stuff of what you have planned for it now?
So 6-liter cams have I believe the highest duration of a stock cam.
Yeah.
Out of a 6.2.
Okay.
I have a 6.2 in the back that needs a little bit of a wake up call.
Yep.
So this being a Gen 3 6-liter cam, I need this cam to go in my 6.2.
Okay.
So I went and bought a BTR Stage 2 turbo cam.
Nice.
I turboed a Camaro right here in this bay.
Yep, I remember seeing that. Yep.
Very cool car owned by one of my friends.
Yep.
He was between jobs, needed some money.
Yeah.
He just bought a Snow Performance meth kit.
Oh, okay.
It got passed to me. So I guess this thing's going to smoke meth this year.
Okay, so which is good, obviously.
And then, I'm going IRS in the rear.
Okay. So yeah, like you guys can see on the video.
A whole bunch of parts.
Yeah, everything's up in the rear there. You're changing transmissions, so you're getting rid of the CD.
No, I'm keeping this.
Oh, you are keeping the CD, okay.
I can't justify spending $5,000 on a trim.
Yeah, I hear you. The rear end though, you're gonna run C5 still?
Yeah, I'm going full C5 rear end with probably like FD uppers, Part Shop Max knuckles, Z33 dual brakes both sides.
Okay.
I have a Part Shop Max hydro. I literally just have a shelf full of parts.
Yeah, you can see
headlights, everything.
Yeah.
Like,
as we go like through the shop, like you guys will see on the channel like just various Volvo parts around. But definitely one of the coolest cars around, seriously. And again, speed holes, of course, the speed holes.
I got Speed Factory Racing front mount intercooler too.
Perfect.
This is like a custom rad sport that we probably have to do on your car.
Yes, we're going to be doing all this stuff. But if you guys want more of as far as like the mod list for this Volvo here, again, you guys can check it out on Max Stack Motorsports on Instagram. But let's move on here to the back room. just so we can kind of continue on here and I can keep my viewers happy with. Yeah. But okay, so this is kind of a different little section here, but let's kind of go through everything. We have another K series kicking around. This beautiful E30, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
E30
Okay.
2-door.
Yeah. So this is getting what swap is Tristan's car, correct?
No, that's
Oh, sorry.
Hamza's car.
Okay, sorry. So yeah, so this is getting a swap on it as well too. I just don't know if what motor's going into it. Again, I completely forgot. Okay.
It's an inline 628 with a ZF5 speed.
Okay.
Basically, he bought it half swap. The motor was sitting in it. Nothing else was done.
Oh,
so
wow.
somebody else figured out the engine mounts.
Yeah.
And they figured out the trans mount, which from what I understand is a pretty stock swap. Like it's literally just a bushing difference.
So BMW guys, you guys can comment that this is pretty popular, but
so this is like a go-to swap in these cars.
Yeah.
Okay. So he bought this thing like fairly
cheap.
Yeah.
Actually dirt cheap. But so we yanked the motor out within like the first night it was here, refurbished the whole motor.
So nice.
Cleaned
You
up.
did such a
Yeah,
good
you can
job.
see. Oh yeah, like that's beautiful down there. You guys can't really see.
Yeah, it's all purple and silver.
Nice. That purple color seems to be going around. There's a bunch of shops in this area. Like I just looking at a couple other cars today, but yeah, really cool build too. And again, so this is the 240 wagon that we were just talking about. This is the one that brought the 6-liter back.
This is a different one.
Oh, this is a different
I
one.
had
Okay.
a black one before.
Oh,
And
I
the
see what you
black
mean.
one
Okay.
got like scrapped. And
Yeah,
written
yeah.
off by the next owner.
Okay, so this is your car, right, Dylan?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one
Yep.
I got. Ready?
Yeah.
For free
For free.
out of High Park, Toronto.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
this has a news story written about it.
Okay.
In the Toronto Sun, I believe.
Oh, wow.
It's called the LD sled.
Okay.
The guy gave it to me because he knows
Yeah.
that I'm a
Volvo fanatic.
Volvo fanatic.
Sure.
And he's like, I want it to be good. And I'm like, all right. man.
Yeah.
And it's kind of just been a back burner project the whole time.
Okay.
It's on full coilovers.
Yep.
It's tuck-in 14s.
Oh my gosh.
It's low.
Yeah.
Like, it's the lowest
Yeah,
car
look at
I've
that
ever owned.
subframe.
Yeah, I was
How
gonna
low
say,
the subframe is to the ground.
like just it's right, and it's clean too, right? So
Yeah, it's been oil sprayed every year. The guy
wow.
owned it from new. He bought it
Yep.
with like 20 kilometers on it or something crazy
Oh,
like
wow.
that. All 5 of his sons drove it.
wow.
Everything. It's a 7-seater
Okay.
manual from factory.
Okay.
Came with AC. This was like the one.
So this is for Volvo
19
guys is like top, like
This
the top
is
dog.
the 240. This is
Okay.
a 240 classic.
Okay.
Only came out in 1993.
Wow.
They only made 1,600 of them.
Yeah.
And this is like, I don't know, the numbers on the dash.
Yeah.
For it.
And only in this color too, right? I would assume, but
I'm a ton of them were in this color,
Yeah.
but you can tell it has the painted headlight covers. Most of these are either chrome or black.
okay.
These are mostly chrome or black.
Yeah.
But this is color match painted.
Dude, that's
Right?
that's sweet, man.
So the mirrors are
original.
color match
All
painted.
Yeah.
the paint's original. This thing has every scratch and scar on
Yeah.
it it's ever got from its
Yeah.
life.
Oh man, I love that right there.
Family.
Like you gotta love the wagons, man. Like, dude, and again, look at the tuck on the 14s, like especially at the rear.
Yeah.
That's
So,
wild,
like,
man. Oh yeah, so there you go.
I'm keeping it all.
Yeah.
So
What motor setup?
this is gonna end up with the motor out of my car
Okay.
eventually.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
it will be 230
Yep.
BFT
Oh hell yeah. Yeah.
turbo, you know,
Yep.
like with the BMW Trans, it'll be the full
Okay.
kit.
And then your car's going LS.
LS.
Okay.
Because
Because why not? Speaking of LS, so again, we're moving on to, this is going to be the final car here at the back for now. But okay, so this is yours there, Dalton, right?
It's
ours.
ours.
Oh, ours. Okay, so this is going to be the brother build as we move into
Well,
here.
my dad convinced me to buy it.
Okay, cool.
He talked up some dude on Kijiji.
Yeah.
He's really wanted one, and then he
Sure.
basically said, "Hey, go buy this car." And
Okay.
I said, "Why?" And he said, "It's cheap. Go buy it."
Yeah.
So I got a running and driving Stingray for like less than $3,000.
Oh my gosh.
Right?
Yeah.
Like it
Again,
didn't look like this. It was complete.
that's unheard of for up here.
Yeah.
Because like our cars, they take a beating for salt and sand
like,
and just.
this is all original.
Yeah.
There's not much rust.
What year is this one?
This is a 78.
78. Okay, that's sweet. So this is just a mock-up motor, I would assume, right?
No, that's the 6.2.
Oh my gosh.
She's in.
Oh my
We've
gosh.
been busy, man.
I was gonna say.
That's my 6.2. So
Oh
this
my
is the
gosh.
one that needs my 6-liter cam. It's on the stock turbo 350.
Okay.
trans.
Yep.
Yeah, it's automatic. It's going to be an automatic 3-speed. But like this thing is gonna make 400 and change.
Yeah.
Right? Like why is it? But it has DOD, so I gotta do a DOD delete.
Okay.
Bang in some slugs.
Sure.
Yank this cam out probably with a come along, and then fucking put the 6-liter cam in with a hammer. And then put on a truck plenum and cut the hood. And
what's the plan like for this? Like, are you guys just building it just for the hell of it, or you're not going to drift it, or
at, A&W, a bunch of old guys get down together. And, we just want to.
And you guys are going to show up with your
past.
with the Adidas pants on over here.
I just want to pull up on some old guys in their muscle cars and say,
hell yeah.
Hey, old man, your farts smell like shit. And he'll be like, no.
Oh yeah.
You know, and I'll go, oh yeah.
Yeah. And away you go, right? So.
There you go. And
nice.
He's gonna get salad shooters.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, you can see.
C3 salad.
Yeah, again, salad shooters, such a popular Vette wheel too. Pretty cool setup. But yeah, so that's pretty much the shop. Around here again, we have another red block that's kind of sitting here.
Man, we got
2
more behind the
Sorry, there's more over there.
Another LS.
That's an LS that's painted in Volvo red block, which is absolutely
That's going in my car,
like an absolute like sacrilegious sin, but I think it's pretty
I'm
cool.
gonna say it's a red block. They'll be like, what's it?
Oh yeah. One of the coolest things ever. But yeah, guys. So again, thank you so much for me showing me around the shop and hanging out and having a good time. And again, for all the people that are watching, as far as the video goes, both these guys here have been really good friends. A lot of fun to be around. Some good, again, grassroots motorsport type of stuff in the garage. Like really good times. This is what it's all about. It's early December. We're freezing in here. We're looking at cars.
Dude, I'm fucking sweating.
we're drinking. Yeah, we're drinking coffee amongst other things. So, but
This is warm. It was 3 degrees today.
Yeah, 3 degrees.
3 degrees in December is warm.
It is.
Most people don't know that.
That is
3
true.
degrees Celsius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Fahrenheit.
but guys, yeah, I do seriously appreciate it. And again, if you guys like the video, I'm hoping to get a couple more shop tours around in the area if I can throughout the winter. Also some other vids coming your way. But for now, you guys, again, Max Stack Motorsports on Instagram. Don't forget to subscribe, comment, and like the video as always. It feels good to make videos again, especially when you have friends
Yeah, you hit
like
the
these guys. Go hit the like button.
Yeah, if you don't do it, you're a
God.
yeah, you're fucking
All right, see you guys.